Okay, so good day everyone. So for today we will be having a video tutorial on how to do a sinking fund and amortization schedule in Excel. Okay, so first before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Mr. Anil Siroy from BSN Math 2A. Okay, so what is sinking fund? Okay, sinking fund is a type of savings or a fund that you build over time in order to pay a large expense or a debt. So for example, in short, a sinking fund is para kang nag-iipon na you put a certain amount and equal interval, no, so to have a lump sum at the end, so in order to pay for an large expense or a debt. So nag-iipon ka sa sinking fund. However, in amortization, it is the process of paying a debt over time in equal amounts. So for example niyan is you take a loan, and then yung loan na yun ay babayaran mo. So for example, monthly, annually, semi-annually, or quarterly. 'Di ba? So ang binabayaran mo yung debt mo over time in equal amounts and also in equal intervals. So that is amortization. And that is the difference between sinking fund and amortization. So our problem here is that Anna needs 100,000 in 3 years to replace an equipment. And she will make equal end of quarter deposits into a sinking fund that pays 4% interest compounded quarterly. So take note natin dito na ang deposit ni Ana is kailangan quarterly or 4 times a year. So at ang interest niya is 4%. So how much does Ana deposit? Must Ana deposit in each quarter in order to have 100,000 in 3 years. So ilalagay natin dito sa Excel. So since itong PV is ang present value. So since wala tayong present value, ilalagay natin dito ay 0. And then ang N per natin or ang number of periods, lalagay natin equals. Let's type here equal, the equal sign. So our time here is 3. So let's put 3 multiplied to 4. Okay, bakit 3 times 4? Okay, so ang time natin dito is 3 years at ang conversion natin is quarterly. So it should be 3 times 4. So 12. Okay, ang rate naman natin dito na ilalagay is, let's type the equal sign, and then ang rate dito is 4%, or which is if converted to decimal, we should have 0.04. And we should divide it to also to 4 kasi quarterly payments. So ang rate natin, i-divide natin mismo sa ating M or ang number of conversion natin, which is 4. So we have 0.04 divided by 4, which is equal to 0.0 or 0.01. Okay, so PMT natin dito is, yan ang hinahanap natin, or this is what we are looking for, the quarterly payments. So we should leave that blank. And then the future value, which is 100,000. So let's encode here 100,000. Okay. So now, how do we solve for the PMT or the payment? Okay, so how do we find payment using Excel? Okay, so let's click here the cell in PMT, and then let's type the equal sign. So to get the payment, so we should type PMT. Okay, so lalabas na dito si PMT, then click natin yung PMT. And then, so nakalagay dito PMT is naka-parenthesis rate and per PV, FB, and the type. Okay, so yan yung sequence ng i-click natin dito mismo sa Excel. Okay, so first, let's click the rate. So this is 0.01. Click natin itong rate. Okay, so si B4. And then the N per, or the number of periods. Okay, so 12. Click natin si 12. The next is the PV or the present value, which is the 0. Okay, click natin si 0. And the next natin na i-click dito is the FB or the future value. So let's put comma here and put negative sign. So then click natin si FB or FV, and then the type. So since this is an ordinary simple annuity, so we should put 0. And if we have annuity due, so we should put here as, we should put value here dito sa 0. Lalagay natin dito ay 1. Okay, so since na ito naman ay ordinary simple annuity, so 0 lang ang lalagay natin. So let's put here enter. So the payment should so the payment here is 7,884.87887. Alright, so let's have our sinking fund schedule. So let's encode in the period. So 1. So kaya ang starting period man nato is 1. Then the initial amount is 0 since wala pa man nabayad rin. And then the payment or the PMT, which is equal, let's put equal sign, and click natin itong PMT dito, which is 784. The B5, and click enter. The interest, which is the initial amount times the interest. Okay, so equal to the initial amount, which is 0, multiplied asterisk to the interest or the rate, which is 0.01, the B4, and then click enter. Okay, 0. And then the final amount, to get the final amount, let's put equal sign and then type sum. So here's the sum, and then type na natin dito sa sum. To get the sum, ito i-highlight lang natin itong 3 na column. Okay, so the B12 and the C12 and the D12. Okay, and click enter. Okay, so that is our final amount, the 774.87. Okay, so in the second period naman, let's put 2 here in the period. And then the initial amount should be our final amount in the first period. Okay, so the 784. So let's put equal here and click lang natin itong final amount, which is the cell E2. And then enter. Then the payment naman here is the 784 or the cell na B5. Okay, so to get it, so let's put equal sign here, then let's put dollar sign and then the B5. Okay, so first pala na gagawin natin is when encoding here na sa second period, gagawin na natin lalagyan na natin ito ng dollar sign before and after the letter of the cell. Okay, so ganito na ang pag-i-encode. So let's put dollar here, dollar, and then the letter B, and dollar again, and the number 5 for the cell B5. Okay, so why are we putting dollar sign before and after the letter? Okay, so it is only for shortcut purposes, and I will explain it to you later. So here we have the interest. So to get the interest, we should put equal sign. Interest should be the initial amount, which is 784, multiplied to the interest here or the rate, which is the cell na B4. Okay, what we should do here is the same as sa ginawa natin dito sa PMT, na nilalagyan natin ng dollar sign before and after the letter. So let's put dollar sign, the B, then dollar, and then 4, kasi ang rate natin dito is cell B4. Then enter. So our interest is 778.84. Okay, so to get the final amount naman in the second period, it is the same process as getting the final amount in the first period. Okay, so let's type equal here, and then sum, click sum, and then drag the 3 columns or highlight the 3 columns in there, the B3, the B13 and the D13 na columns, and then equal. So it is 15,848 pesos, 0.60. Okay, so to get the so we have, so dito na natin makikita kung bakit natin nilalagyan ng dollar sign before and after the letter ng PMT at interest. Okay, so since we have 12 periods here and we started at 12, so we should end at 23 or cell number 23. Okay, so drag lang natin ito, highlight natin, then drag down to up to 23, then click fill, then fill down, and then we should end up in our target amount, which is a 100,000, or itong highlight natin ng red. Okay, so that is how we do it, no? The sinking fund schedule, and to get the sinking fund, the PMT in Excel. So I hope you learned something in my video, and the video about the amortization schedule in Excel would be introduced to you by Mr. Marjon Bantilan in the next video.